Today's sponsor is Audible.com, who has more than 180,000 audiobooks and spoken word audio products. Get a free audiobook of your choice at www.audibletrial.com/shark. Hey, welcome to the Movies, Films, and Flicks podcast. I'm your host, John Loswolf. Joining me, as always, are my co-hosts, Mark Hoffmeyer.
John Levigood and I deduced that if somebody switched out Dominic Toretto's Corona from Fast and the Furious, like they took his Corona bottle and dumped it out, all the Corona gets wasted.
Oh, no.
All right, it becomes angel share.
Right.
Then someone comes in and sneaks some Belgian beer into his Corona bottle, right?
Yeah.
So he has Belgian beer in his Corona bottle.
All right.
Now, the way that he drinks beer, he can get away with that with Corona, but with Belgian beer, his head would blow off.
Yeah. Belgian beer is a little on the alcoholic side.
It's frothy too, so he'd pop it up in the air like a total V, and then he would push it down, and all the foam would just blow his head off.
I'm telling you, you know how you get those like oversized snifter looking glasses when you get like a Belgian at a bar or something, and like even when they pour really carefully, there's like 2.5 inches of beer and two inches of froth of just the foam. Like, think about it, if he whipped that bottle upside down, that would go off like C4. That would be deadly.
Yeah, his head would explode.
Like those watery beers you can get away with a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I mean, but we also deduced that if Kurt Russell gave him a glass of Belgian beer, the beer would be all gone before it got to his mouth because he would just spill it everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, because he whips it.
Yeah. So he would go floop, and the beer would just go down his face and V-neck tee.
It might even be kind of like an Adam Sandler fumble, right? Because he's going to try and loop his finger around it instead of holding the whole glass.
Yeah. And
then when he tries to flip it, it slips out of his finger and it just like spirals and crashes on the ground. I don't know, man. It'd turn into some zany business. Him drinking beer any other way.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Please do.
They should would you wear a Henley that buttoned down 75% of the way?
75% away. I would, but I wouldn't even.
That's a high Henley.
Yeah.
Like we're talking like it goes all the way down except for the final 25%.
Like it just like stops like right above the belly button.
Yeah.
What you're saying.
But still a Henley.
Right. You know, I think I would like, and I would even like leave it unbuttoned like the whole way.
You know, it's just great. Like, a night of drinking, you slowly unbutton, you know, like where you're at in the night.
At the end of the night, you look like that dude from The Darkness.
Yeah. I believe in
Hey, John Levigood, what's your favorite Darkness song?
I honestly lost track of what you're even referring to.
I believe in a thing called love.
I mean, I know that song.
Look up the music video on YouTube, and you'll totally understand what's going on.
Has this been flying around social media lately? Is that what you're both on?
No.
This dude's been around for a while.
Because I don't know what made you think of that.
You should see his shirts. Yeah. Like they're not like they're just like a big V. And
honestly,
then they stop.
They're not even shirts. They're just like sleeves.
Yeah.
That he wears. It's like the inverse of Kurt Russell's like shirtless or like sleeveless shirts.
Basically, it's Kurt Russell's worst nightmare.
Yeah, it's his arch enemy.
Sleeves.
Yeah,
I just can't do it.
Man. Oh man. Okay, I think when we bring up the guy from the darkness, it's time to start the episode.
I mean, when you guys say darkness, I think of Dave Chappelle doing
Rick James.
Doing Rick James. Darkness, Charlie Murphy.
Back to your couch.
All right. Let me good. I think you have listener questions for us this week, right?
We do. Question number 1 actually comes from Dave from Tallahassee, and he asks, why doesn't Deadpool's healing factor heal up his scars? Are they part of his DNA?
So I did a lot of research on this, and I don't like it. So I'm just going to say, because for the movie, we're talking about the movie, because the comic book's a whole other story. But for the movie, they didn't want to have a face because they couldn't have all those jokes by T.J. Miller in the trailer.
Right.
Like you look like a twice old avocado. You look like a topographical map of Utah.
Like an avocado had sex with an older avocado.
You look like someone took a pancake and threw it into a mud pit.
Oh, nice.
You look like someone did a belly flop on gravel.
Yeah. You look like someone fried a basketball.
I'm curious, Mark. You don't have to give details, but what was the nature of like why you didn't like the results of your research?
Well, because it's just too true. It's too logical.
Okay.
It makes sense.
Can I take a stab at at why Deadpool's scars never heal? Wade Wilson totally looks like a guy who just is always picking at his scars. That's why it never heals. Like he's just always picking at it. Like he's always
his whole body though. He'd be picking nonstop.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
He's immortal. What else do they have to do?
Yeah, he's just like in between all the killing and the cab rides and all the sex. He's just scratching himself constantly.
Yep.
He never gives the scars a chance to heal, even though he has like mutant healing powers.
Yeah, he's always pulling them off.
Yeah. I think that's Wade Wilson.
Or Deadpool has cancer, but he can't die, so he's perpetually tumor-ridden and quite possibly in a lot of perpetual pain.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense because tumors perpetually get bigger.
I got this from a source that said, in a nutshell, it breaks it down. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying what I found from Deadspin. And then they broke it down. The cancer is just mutations in normal cells. Wade is genetically predisposed to it, so the healing factor can't stop it from happening. And since the cancer has his DNA, it has the new healing factor too. He can't just cut out the cancer, as new cancer cells spontaneously mutate everywhere.
Yeah, he basically just regurgitated that from a 1989 comic book.
Nice.
So,
what?
like that answer, that's basically regurgitated from a 1989 comic book that a comic book artist came up with. That's not really a researched answer by that person who put that online, is what I mean.
Well, whoop-de-doo.
Well, I'm just saying I was actually reading about it, and this is like a really tricky. Well, it's obviously impossible, right? It's X-Men, so we're calling magic, right? We're basically calling magic, but like a lot of explanations I found, like they try to say like, oh, well, both the cancer and his body are perpetually healing and neither side ever wins. But if you actually read about the nature of cancer cells and their replication, that doesn't make sense.
Right.
And if you read about cell replication in general, it doesn't make sense. It's nothing but a series of paradoxes. As you try to explain more and more his healing factor with his cancer, it actually makes less sense the more you read online. It's a kind of a funny thing, but they say, that he has super cancer and super healing, essentially.
I like my answer the best. Let's go with that. Yeah.
Like I'm tempted to write a lot about this because the problems that come up with the concept are actually very similar with the problems with Wolverine's regeneration. They basically rely on magic.
Yeah. Which
They yada yada it.
Yeah, it's
They
X-Men.
totally yada yada. It's like when you have a biology textbook and you have the words in bold that you have to remember and define on your exam, but you can define them, but you don't really know their context. You don't really know how to apply them. That's kind of like what the creators of Deadpool did in the comic books and what a lot of people are doing when they try and explain it online. But none of the people trying to explain it online seem to know anything about the nature of cancer cells.
So what I read was what the comic book artist actually intended.
I'm saying that what you read is like exactly what the comic book said.
So then I wasn't wrong. I was just reading what the comic book artist said.
I wasn't telling you were wrong. I was telling you that whatever you found online, that person put exactly what the comic book said. In other words, that person who put that online for you to find didn't put together any two different facts. They just took the comic book and basically copied what the comic book said.
But isn't that what you should take?
Well, sure, but I mean, I'm not going to ask a 4-year-old where babies come from and expect to have a real answer. I mean, it's like the comic book artists in Deadpool and the writers in Deadpool didn't know anything about this. They just made something up, which in medicine doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? But like I said, like most mutant powers don't make sense.
Right.
They create molecules out of nowhere and violate everything that we learned in Physics 1.
Right.
So magic is the final answer for that question, right?
I think the darkness is the right answer.
Darkness!
Yeah. All right. Next listener question, Living Good.
Second listener question comes from Neil from Greenville. This is a really weird question, by the way. But he says, in Robin Hood Men in Tights, they hypothesized that King Richard declared that all toilets in the kingdom would be called John's from here on because of what his brother did. If we were to change the name of urinals, which funny movie character's name would it be?
The Justin.
The Justin?
Or the Justin Hammer.
The Justin Hammer.
Based on...
Oh,
because in Iron Man 2, Justin Hammer is always number 2.
Ah.
And now urinal isn't for number 2, unless you're in Kingpin.
That's
But Justin Hammer is always like second fiddle and being like messed with by Tony Stark. So I feel like Tony Stark would invent a new urinal and call it the Justin.
That you can
and have like
in?
little pads, like little urinal cakes that have his face on it.
You just reminded me of the Austin Powers scene of, who does number 2 work for? And then like Tom Arnold is in the stall next door. He's like, that's right, buddy. You tell that to your boss.
So like, I just think that would be the ultimate Justin Hammer. Like, I think Robert Downey Jr. would get him out of jail, or Tony Stark would get him out of jail, just so everywhere he went, the Justin was.
Nice.
Or he would put a Justin in his jail cell. He would have to adjust to it.
Oh, I see. For me, I'd go, if I had to give urinals a nickname, I'd go with Rodney, as in Rodney Dangerfield.
Wait. Why?
He doesn't get no respect.
Yeah, as you're using the Rodney, you hear like a voice from like a microphone hidden somewhere. It's like, I got no respect at all.
What do you call that thing? It would just talk trash to you.
Oh man, I would use the urinal. Well, I mean, I don't have a urinal at the house, but like still, I would go out of my way to use a urinal if I get insulted by Rodney Dangerfield every time.
Is this voice activated? Like,
yeah.
It flushes with a movement, so it talks with movement as well.
Oh man, maybe one day in the future we'll have this magic technology.
And like his face is the little urinal cake.
Yeah.
I'm all right. So we got the Justin, the Rodney,
Kenny Loggins, man. You can't go wrong with any Kenny Loggins.
and the K-Log.
No.
I mean, I just kind of sat back at this, like, very confused about it all. Like, I other than the explanation in the movie for Robin Hood Men in Tights, I could never come up with how they even came up with John. Like, do either of you guys actually know why they call a toilet a John?
Like in real life?
Like the bathroom or a toilet? Yeah. See, that actually got me questioning that. And I tried searching around a little bit, and I didn't look very long. I didn't do like a wholehearted cancer cell Deadpool like campaign. But like, I couldn't really find a good reason. I found one thing saying that it had to do with the company. Like, no one knows, right? Do you guys? I don't know.
Well, it's
I mean, maybe it was from John. Maybe Sir Richard the Lionhearted came back. His ne'er-do-well family. Because John, right, was related to him,
Right. It was his brother.
Yeah, his brother. So then maybe who knows, right? He came back from the Crusades, was feeling kind of salty, and just gave him that name.
Like, I mean, I was almost thinking of in the movie. Remember how there was his witch, like soothsayer latrine?
Yeah.
Oh, and in that they say like latrine. What an unusual name. And she says, well, we changed it in the 4th century. And he says, wait, you changed it to latrine? And she's like, yeah, it used to be shithouse. And so, like, it had me wondering, like, because in the context of the movie, like, latrine, like, what, maybe latrine could just be the name of the urinal, even though, I don't know. I could not come up with an answer, and it just had me this question gave me more questions.
Yeah.
So I'm reading right here. Thomas Crapper was a plumber that is often mistakenly called John Crapper.
Okay.
Sir John Harrington is credited with the invention. It was Alexander Cummings that received the first patent for a flushing water toilet, not John.
Nice.
Wait, so John or so-and-so Crapper was the name of the... Are you sure someone didn't just make this up?
This says John Crapper myth and why a Crapper loo toilet is not a John.
Oh, that's right, and they call it the loo. That's right, the British folks call it a loo.
Yeah, so maybe it should be like a toilet or a crapper and not a John, because that's incorrect.
Why Lou and John, like, they're all names, right? Like, so should they all just be men's names? Like, could the urinal just be Steve?
Yeah, I mean, it could have been Rick. Like, it could have been, well, that I guess let's go to the Richard wouldn't make sense, because you could shorten that down to something like, let's go to the Boromir.
Wait. Okay,
Frodo.
Okay, don't ask why. I have a very sick mind, but for some reason, I was linking this. I was visualizing a urinal, and then I was thinking of Deadpool's healing factor. And if he's always blistering around, does that mean that he always has, like... I was just thinking of bathrooms, like, why you'd run to the bathroom, right? So, like, does he run to the bathroom all the time because, like, to like, gauze off the pus or, like, sloughs of skin or something? Like, they don't really deal with that in the comic book or the movie, but
you're making him seem like he's Pizza the Hut.
That's just, no, but that's exactly it, right? Right, because what we read, we both kind of read some of the same things, right? If his cancer is constantly combating his healing factor and neither wins or something, right? Or he's perpetually blistering while healing whatever, right? But if he's perpetually blistering, something's happening to that tissue in the long run. Does he, every morning that he wakes up, is he like a big scab? Like, is he just in a cocoon of a scab shaped like a human?
He has to, like, scratch his way out.
Oh, brother.
Well,
Deadpool, they never showed that. So I'm saying if Deadpool's the new canon, I don't think Ryan Reynolds' prune face picked him out of a scab every morning. So maybe he's just stuck looking like that in a constant battle between the cancer and his healing factor. But it doesn't go beyond snot rockets out of his head.
Snot rockets out of
his
head.
back. You'd have to wash that suit like 6 times a day.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine? Like, you'd have to have microfiber. You know how, like, if the microfiber is good for the sweat, maybe it's good for the pus, like flecking off the pus.
If I was a superhero and knew that I was immortal and could never die and everything regenerated, I wouldn't wear a suit. I would just be oozing everywhere and just squeeze the villains. They would hate it.
Oh, that's horrible.
See, but that's what Deadpool would do. Like, I'd just be running around hugging people. There'd be no crime.
Nice.
Imagine if you were a bouncer and you were Deadpool. Like, you run in there to break up a fight and everyone runs away from you. It'd be a safe bar.
For fear of pus hugs.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's the answer to the question. Pus hugs.
Pus hugs.
No one wants to high-five me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it would make a... Ew.
Someone hit me in the gut. Everything would just fly out everywhere.
Dude,
man.
Deadpool could not have been a teenager in an 80s movie. Like, without high-fiving, he'd be one of the nerds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, wonderful listeners, for those amazing questions.
Those very gross questions.
We didn't necessarily answer anything, but if you were expecting the actual answer, then this is probably your first listen of movies, films, and flicks.
John, puss hugs.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thomas Crapper.
Yeah.
Mark, I'm looking that up tomorrow. I don't. That's so zany. Thomas Crapper.
And it sounds like they're mad that they call it the John.
I'm not mad.
Like they.
Yeah, John. Yeah, you guys aren't mad.
I'd be mad if my name was John Crapper and I'm the reason that they call it taking a crap. Like that sounds even worse.
Nah, man. When I told people like they invented the crapper after me, I just go, oh, yeah.
It's me. Next time you do your thing, it's me.
It has 2 thumbs and has a crapper named after him.
Oh, all right, Mark. I think you have the topic for us this week.
Yeah, with the Summer Olympics approaching in August, I figured a great way to welcome the Olympics in is with us picking cinematic characters that would win gold medals in respective events in the Olympics. So what we're going to do is we each pick 5 people who would win gold medals or would participate in the various events in the Olympics. It's just a fun, cheeky way. We've done the basketball team. We did the football team where Levingood was stymied by Lazarev's pick of the
what was it? The Rancor? Oh no,
the Sarlacc pit.
The Sarlacc. That's right.
It like blew your mind. If you guys listen to us drafting a football team, when Lazarev picked the Sarlacc pit, Levingood couldn't process it. He was like you were like those robots in Austin Powers when he was like dancing for him and they just couldn't compute, and they exploded. Like you couldn't get your head around the Sarlacc pit. That's right. So we got 5 each, and it doesn't matter what event in the Olympics. We're just going to have some fun and be random.
All right.
Who's kicking this off?
All right, I kind of want to because I like this.
All right.
So the event is racing. Bicycle racing. Every Olympic, there's always the long races that they have on the bikes.
Can I ask a qualifying question? Because I've never watched that. Is this like the Lance Armstrong, like it's like an 8-hour bike race kind of bike racing?
Yeah, there's certain events. There's a BMX, there's this. So I'm thinking the long range. Like I'm thinking the longest racing bike thing that they have.
All right, I'm just trying to get my head in the game here. All right.
And I'm picking E.T.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wait, not the kid?
No, because E.T. is the one that flew the thing.
They're kind of like the Master Blaster, though.
Yeah, I think I would just make E.T. a tiny little bike, and he would just levitate. Because, listen, in the Olympic rule book, I guarantee you, since we're letting aliens in, the rules, but there's no rule against levitation. Like, because no one would ever think about that. Like, when they wrote this, they're like, well, humans are competing. They obviously can't fly. Like, there's no rule against a little tiny alien flying through the course.
Well, look at
like
you,
that's
Mark.
a loophole.
I think that E.T. would get a good run for his money from the Revenge of the Nerds guys with their drunk tricycle racing,
or the Paperboy from Better Off Dead.
The $2 kid.
$2. I just want to see little E.T. on a tiny bike with like an Adidas sponsorship. Like he has little shoes that he puts into his little bike.
He's got the little tracksuit.
He's got the little adorable the little zip up. He has actually a Henley that goes down 3/4 of the way.
Oh, man.
He has little mini water bottles. He has Reese's Pieces pack. He has a little pack around his waist. That those runners that have like the waters around him, and like he has little Reese's Pieces. He has a little bit of Dr. Pepper. He has some water. A little bike. He has a little helmet. That fits the specifications of his head. And he just flies and wins the race, gets the gold.
So I'm just curious. Do you remember the movie Flatliners?
No.
With Julia Roberts? No.
Yeah, Julia Roberts, Kiefer Sutherland, Oliver Platt. But so when they go to the other side, kind of when they die, they kind of get these hauntings from their past, kind of. And one of them was chasing this kid on their BMXs, and they chase him this long distance, and he climbs up a tree later to get away from him. But it was a dark scene, but that kid was desperate. Like he was like running for his life. And in the movie Flatliners, they ended up killing him.
Oh, no.
The kids ended up killing him. And so I was just thinking, like, would a desperate kid on a BMX stand a chance, but it's long distance against against ET's levitation. Like, can he levitate like that all day?
Yeah.
You think so? Yeah, like he just raised his finger, right? It's no big deal. Okay.
I mean, I think the kid, like, kids don't think about hydration. Kids don't think about what bike to use. They don't stretch. They probably wear jorts, since the 80s. He probably wears a baggy shirt that gets caught in the spokes. Like, this kid is not prepared for a race. So, I mean, sure, he could have a good run and maybe like the first 3-4 miles, but then he would find somebody to murder and he would do it.
So my kid would have been good on the quarter-mile strip, but he wouldn't even have made the qualifiers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he could have done more than 3 miles without, quitting and getting like into teen angst. You know what I mean? Because he's not training for this race. I think ET would just be floating around at people waving, saying hi, kissing babies.
I can just imagine Bob Costas and like, oh, there he goes. He's floating still.
And there's these Olympic people looking through the rule books, like just like, crap, he found a loophole.
Well, the rest of the pack is struggling to keep up since they're still firmly on terra firma.
Like there's a wipeout, and he goes, ooh.
When he's on the podium and like they put the gold medal on him, he raises his finger and lights up. Number one. Apparently, the gold medal was like the last piece he needed to complete the telephone.
Yeah, that's the whole. Yeah, exactly. And then he has his little tracksuit.
Yeah,
and
that's why he was in the
Olympics.
Olympics.
His little Reese's Pieces, and he flies away.
Oh man, I would watch this movie.
I love this movie.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, Laz, what do you got?
Okay, so for my first sport, it is the elegant and ancient sport of fencing. My pick. For,
Can I guess?
Yes.
Oh, can I guess?
Well,
You guess first, Mark.
yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to do it because I think I might know it.
Okay. Love good?
Well, now I'll feel badly if I guess right.
Okay. Honestly, if you guys were thinking the same thing I was thinking, I'm going with
Were you
James.
thinking of the Princess Bride?
No, wait.
Oh,
let me write
no.
this down. I'll write it down on a piece of paper, and if I'm right, then I'll put it up and show you
Were you
guys.
thinking of the Princess Bride?
What are you
No.
thinking, John?
I was thinking.
Yeah. Oh, you say it.
I was thinking of James Bond from Die Another Day.
Look at this.
No.
Madonna.
Madonna? Oh, no.
Yeah.
No way, Mark. You're sick. Mark is actually holding it up on the screen. He really did guess that. See, I was thinking of Inigo Montoya from The Princess Bride.
That would have been a good one. That would have been a good one. It's just, Die Another Day was not a good movie at all,
No.
by any stretch of the imagination. But for some reason, like the fencing scene just always kind of stood out to me. I'm like, I mean, that's Madonna. She's the one who sang that terrible intro song. And it's just, I don't know. Like maybe Pierce Brosnan can just, I want to see him like redeem himself. Like maybe by just winning the gold by fencing, he can make us forget Die Another Day ever happened.
Oh, that'd be
Aw.
awesome. And then he would have like, Irish fans are great. I love Ireland. Like,
Yeah.
that could be a big party. And that fencing fight in Die Another Day was really physical. Like those two were like destroyed the place.
Oh yeah. So
Like if I was like the coordinator there, like the maintenance guy, I'd be so pissed.
they're like, not again.
That movie has some.
I haven't seen that in a long time, but didn't they switch from like actual épées to like medieval swords in the middle of the fight?
Yeah,
Didn't they actually switch to real swords, like from a display?
I think so. And
Like a two-handed bastard sword just wailing on each other?
I want to see Pierce Brosnan do that at the actual Olympics. Like, someone throw me that long sword.
Can you imagine, like, some dainty guy shows up with his little, like, baited rapier, and then, like, Ned Stark shows up with the biggest bastard sword ever. He could hit him from 10 feet away with that
And then
thing.
his opponent's like, well, if he's bringing out that bastard sword, I'm bringing out my Morning Star. He just starts twirling it.
We just went through all the Bond movies, Megan and I. She got me like the whole set, and so we watched them all. And Die Another Day, like that was one of my first thoughts. I almost did Madonna in this. I actually have it written down right here, and I'm looking at it.
Yeah, you basically got it right. I mean,
And I have
whatever.
Miranda Frost too. Like,
Yeah.
She was at least a decent villain, but I guess I was wrong. You said Bond, I said Madonna.
Well, I mean,
But
we
Mark,
were in the same
you
movie.
were like way on track. Like I'm going to give you a TKO on that. Like that's it's still a win, but it's not as gratifying as a solid knockout.
Honestly, Inigo Montoya would have been the better pick, but I've always been a Bond fan, so I just had to go with this one. Like Pierce Brosnan was always my favorite Bond. I'm just like I always hated the fact that he ended his Bond career on such a low note.
I love this idea. I love it. I love that he can make up for it by winning a gold medal in fencing.
Yeah.
Because of like that'd be amazing.
I'm like, go do it, Pierce.
I'd fly to Rio.
Yeah. Well,
to watch Pierce Brosnan.
Get Zyka.
Yeah, but I would risk it to watch him. You'll
be okay if you don't get pregnant.
That's right.
But yeah.
Oh, no, I'm watching him fence though.
Yeah. But yeah, Pierce Brosnan as I want him to win the gold in fencing. I have no idea. I've never seen an actual fencing match, so I don't know how old they are. But I think Pierce Brosnan, you still got time to train and learn. I think maybe. I have no idea.
I agree.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. So I've got 2 picks for the same event. I'm not entirely sure who would really win. And
what's the event?
The event is javelin.
Ooh. Okay.
Mark is thinking. He's
trying. Happy Gilmore.
No, that's actually a really good pick, though. Didn't he kill a guy?
Yeah.
He killed the guy in the boat. There was the guy in the boat. I didn't even think of that. No. So I want you to think of Hector of Troy. Yeah. Remember, he was talking after Achilles and his group, Brad Pitt, Achilles and his group raided the temple. He said Hector was riding up, and Achilles from the temple throws a javelin and knocks the guy off the horse. And the guys on the horse didn't even worry about trying to get out of the way or make evasive maneuvers. And Hector later is saying, I saw a man today make an impossible throw. An impossible throw with accuracy, not just distance. That just sounds like the Olympics to me. But then don't forget in the first fight scene when Achilles fights Boagrius, who's Nathan Jones, the 6'11", 400-pound bodybuilding Australian. Uh-huh. Well, when they're running at each other from a football field away, remember Boagrius throws a javelin and Achilles dodges it, and then the second one goes right into the shield, from 100 yards. I don't know how far they're throwing these things in the Olympics, but those two dudes had some pretty serious javelin throwing scenes.
I kept hoping that Boagrius would throw one of those spears and it would hit some guy in the army behind.
And you hear Wilhelm scream.
Wait. Oh, no, I was going to pull it up. I'm not going to do it.
Part of me wishes the javelin was still still in use by the military in modern days. You have guys in boot camp learning how to throw a javelin. You should just no, your form is all wrong.
I just think the cardio would be great.
Yeah, it would.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So who wins the gold though?
I don't know. I feel like Achilles would have accuracy, but accuracy doesn't matter as much, does it? Could Achilles really throw farther than Boagrius?
I think so.
Maybe you have a duel, right? They have a what? They have a duel. They have their backs turned each other and they walk 100 paces. They turn around. They just try to kill each other.
Winging at each other.
Yeah.
And then you would hear.
Oh, nice. Oh, they're both dead. What do we do now?
Wait, no, they walk a quarter mile from each other and everyone's just sitting there. No, they walk a mile from each other, a half mile each way, and everyone in the stands is just bored for 10 minutes.
It's oh, man.
Where'd it go?
They're taking the time here.
Yeah, everyone in the audience is everyone's on pins and needles. Actually, I'm bored, Frank.
Yeah, I'm just going to get some popcorn. Do you want a beer? I'm going to get a beer.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for Happy Gilmore to come because
Yeah.
Dude, it's so funny that you thought of that when he just throws that. But that wasn't accurate though. He did not mean to kill that guy in the boat, right? Like
Maybe
he was
is a
just
killer. I mean, he likes hurting people and he likes fighting. Maybe he accidentally, with air quotes, threw it.
like then it happens, just like, oops.
Oh, my bad. All right, so we got. I guess we're back around to me here.
Yeah.
All right, so this one's really weird, but I just thought it was funny. So this is diving, high dive, and I want the man in the iron mask to be diving from the high dive.
Wait, the high dive. Why? Why the high dive?
I just think a dude with like a metal helmet, he's wearing like a Speedo, and he just and he can't really dive because his head would explode.
Yeah.
So he just has to do like cannonballs. I think he would land quicker too, because that metal's heavy. So he would go down really fast.
Yeah.
Like they would have to make the pool deeper.
Oh man, I can't imagine
I just
having to swim back up with like a heavy helmet strapped to your face. Right? It was locked on there, right? It was like a mask that was locked on his head.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty heavy.
So is he competing against Jason Statham for diving?
Yeah, exactly. And Rodney Dangerfield.
He's executing the like Jason Statham is doing like a legit just jump, like a double corkscrew, triple flip, and then Dangerfield comes in. Everyone else is waiting to dive. He's jumping on all their diving boards, right? Like bouncing around them like a pinball, doing the triple Lindy.
My favorite part though about the triple Lindy is when Rodney Dangerfield walks up and his stretches are making the farting noises in his armpit. Like, you stick your hand, you cup your arm in your armpit and go. But I just want to see like a guy with an iron mask. Like I just think that to me that just sounds funny because he would land really quick. Like how would he dive? I feel like diving with a metal helmet on your head would be really bad. Like who would get him up?
There's not a lot of room to breathe in that mask, right?
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah. Who knows what he'd be seeing up there? So he probably missed the diving board.
Yeah.
And if he hit his head like Greg Louganis, right, he would just tear through the board.
Oh.
Like it wouldn't hurt him; it would just mess up the diving board.
It was
like when
nice
Shaq breaks the backboard when he dunked.
Yeah. Oh,
that's him.
Poor diving board.
He just hits the diving board, or just gets his head stuck after he goes all the way in and dives.
Plunk.
Yeah. Plunk. I don't know. I just love the idea of it.
It's
or
I
think the Invisible Woman would be pretty funny
I think
too.
When he wins the gold medal, he's standing on the podium. They take the mask off and then they put like a gold mask on him and they lock it. Congratulations!
They lock it. They're so relieved when they're taking it off, and then they lock it.
Oh man!
So like when he hits with all that impact on the mask, and then he comes out and he takes off the mask. Is it like a cartoon where now his face is shaped like the mask?
Yeah,
from
exactly.
The impact or something.
Yeah, perfect. Like
when you hit someone in the face with a frying pan, and then their face is this big circle like a frying pan that's flat. Like
I just want to see him try to dive, but he can't see anything in that mask, so he just misses the board.
Poor guy. Poor fella.
He somehow turns it into gold. I mean, that's the true heart of a champion.
You know who wouldn't be a good diver? Danny DeVito. It's like when he dives with perfect form, it still turns into a cannonball because of his shape.
Oh, brother.
It's a cannonball no matter what he does.
Like him and Paul Sorvino, they cannot dive.
Yeah.
See, yeah, like that. Like, I think my worst nightmare would be watching Brian Dennehy dive. I just can't stand his anger. I hate his angry acting. So just watching him, because everything he does is so serious, and he's always like so angry. And every movie he's in is angry. So he climbs up on the diving board. He's angry. He does this angry dive and angry everything. I would just hate it. It'd be my worst nightmare.
I want like after he dives and he comes back up, he's like it's an angry resurfacing, like like out of water.
Then we have to listen to an angry monologue
while he's still like treading water. Like Brian, man, you gotta let the other competitors die. Like
like if you had a team of divers that made sense and Brian Dennehy is on the team, then Gary Busey is on that team.
Yeah, and oh man, Stacy Keach.
It's Stacy Keach.
This is like the oldest. This is like the oldest men's diving team ever assembled.
Danny Trejo.
Oh man, I want to see this movie now. It's like Space Cowboys, but in the water.
Oh, brother.
All right.
All right.
So we're in the me around me now. Okay. The my second pick is also a sport that kind of takes place in the water. It's rowing. Right? Do you guys want to take a stab at who my athletes are?
Meryl Streep from River Wild.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
Or Burt
nice.
Reynolds from Deliverance.
Yeah. Man, these are all good picks. They're actually better than my picks.
Is it the two Australian guys from the island?
I mean, I don't remember that, but I'm pretty sure they were a better pick than who I got.
Is it Groot who made a canoe out of his body and paddles with his arms?
Wait, did that happen? I don't remember that.
That sounds awful.
That sounds very awkward.
Poor Groot.
Groot.
Who is it?
No, I went with the Winklevoss twins from the Social Network.
Oh, from the Social Network.
It was okay. So it was like a quick little. I want to say like a montage, was it, of them like the Winklevoss twins like competing like in a rowing competition, and you had like the music in the background. It was just like really well done. And I was just like, I don't know, like it's just rowing is like I immediately thought of the Winklevoss twins, and then like.
Good.
Oh,
Their competitors need to steal from them, though.
yeah, because like when they get up to the podium and the gold medal, they originally put it on the Winklevoss twins, but then like after like a quick conference, the organizers take the gold medal away and give it to Mark Zuckerberg.
Wait, Jesse Eisenberg played twins in a movie called The Double.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see that.
So they could put it on Jesse Eisenberg's identical twins
I see. The Winklevoss twins get screwed again.
by another Eisenberg.
Yeah.
And if you want to go really meta, Woody Harrelson has a twin brother in Now You See Me Too, and he was with Jesse Eisenberg in Zombieland and Now You See Me.
Oh man,
That'd be really Kevin Bacon-y.
it's all connected.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, rowing, Winklevoss twins. I don't think there's too much to add to that, right?
I like that pick. You know what's is cool is that like when it comes like to the smack talk before the event, remember when he was mad about Jesse Eisenberg stealing from or Mark Zuckerberg stealing from them, Army Hammer and Army Hammer,
Yeah.
and he said like, "I'm 6'3" and 220 pounds, and there's two of me."
Yeah.
And it was almost like one of those X-Men who could self-replicate and like clone themselves, like, and there's two of me. Like he was speaking for the collective.
I'd be pissed if I was his brother. I'm like, listen, man, I got a name.
That's right, and they're twins. They're identical twins. He'd be like, "Yeah, come on. Why do you always downcast me like that?
You always do this, Army Hammer.
Relax, Army Hammer."
Wait,
What do you think his
which Army
brother's name
Hammer are
would
we
be?
talking about?
What do you think his brother's name would be? Navy, Army, and Navy.
Oh, brother.
That's just pure rivalry. They could never be on a rowing team together.
Army and Navy have reunited. What?
Even when they both have crappy football teams, they hate each other.
Or his name could be Of Darkness.
And Navy of Darkness?
Or Army and of Darkness.
Marines of Darkness?
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
All right, Levingood, before we get to your second pick, I think we gotta take a break, actually. But stay tuned for more coverage of the 2016 Summer Olympics, brought to you by Movies, Films, and Flicks.
Brosnan.
Hey, podcast listeners, Robert here, along with Kyle.
What's up?
And John.
Hey,
We're here to talk to you about a little podcast that we do called Shark Dropper.
Yeah.
what do we talk about in Shark Dropper?
Oh, all kinds of things. Kyle, name one of them.
Oh, geez. Walking across America.
John, name another.
Ooh, video games.
No, we never talk about that.
Yeah, that's
okay.
stupid.
So if you want to listen to Shark Dropper, don't listen for the video
We
game
talked about
talk.
video games last week.
You know what? Just
No.
don't listen to John at all.
John,
okay.
just don't listen to him talk.
Okay.
Yeah. that's a good rule of thumb.
But if you want to listen to me and Kyle talk, along with John intermittently, but really don't listen to that part,
Hi, guys.
go visit sharkdropper.com because you can find everything there.
Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks.
Brosnan.
Our continuing coverage of the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, so we're talking about the Olympics, right? Have you guys ever watched the Olympics on TV?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you ever notice how the stands where the audience would sit is almost always like totally empty?
Yeah.
Like, and you feel badly sometimes that so few people were like going to the Olympics.
Well, this is like animal cracker eating and stuff. Like some of the big events people go to.
Sure, no, but like if you're just watching all day, like you're just at home cleaning the house, you took a day off from work and you're just leaving the TV on the Olympics all day, you're going to see like a lot of events with like kind of empty stands. Mm-hmm. And I feel badly for him. And when you just did the Brosnan, I felt like that was just like his great aunt out in the stands, like, and she's the only one there, and she's like wearing a Brosnan shirt and has a little Brosnan flag and a Brosnan #1 foam finger.
See, I want to jump out on a loop here, on a ledge here. Why would I jump on a loop? Is that impossible? Is that possible?
I'm going to go out on a loop and jump on a ledge here. All
Depends
right.
how big the loop is.
So
Pierce Brosnan, he's like 65, was in the gold medal fencing match of the Olympics. I think people would be like, huh? I think people would tune in, maybe just on TV.
Yeah.
It would be me and the great aunt.
I think it would be funny if, like, when he takes off his fencing mask, it actually like takes off, like it's almost like his whole outfit though turns into a cape. So when he takes off his fencing mask, it takes off his whole fencing outfit, and it's the centaur from Percy Jackson.
Well, first is a diamond mask, a guy with diamonds in his face. Then it's the centaur, and then it's Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce.
And then it's Tom Cruise, and then it's back to Brosnan. People are like, what's going on here? Is this Game of Thrones?
Yeah. All right, Lemon Good, I think you have another listener question for us.
I do. Next listener question comes from David from Fort Lauderdale. And he says, and I mean, you know that he really was kind of asking this for me. He says, what was the best B-movie role by a former bodybuilder?
I'm saying Brian Dennehy and Tommy Boy.
No. Was he a bodybuilder that I didn't know about?
No, of course not. Imagine him being a bodybuilder. He would be lecturing his coaches.
Maybe he competed against like Sean Connery in the 1955 Mr. Olympia or something.
You know what? I'm gonna lay off Dennehy. He's not here to protect himself, so I'm laying off the Den.
You know, he hasn't had so much publicity in the last 5 years as he did in the last 5 minutes.
Well, I think he passed away.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dennehy. I took it too far.
He okay. He gets the silver in the diving.
There we go. He gets the bronze.
All right, but he gets a medal.
Yeah.
He places.
All right. Can I answer this?
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Okay. So for years, my dad was always like, "Hey, Mark, there's this Viking movie I saw when I was 19. And I watched 10 minutes of it. Can you find it for me?" And I'm like, "Who's in it?" I don't know. What was it called? It had Vikings. I'm like, what? So one day I'm on Ain't It Cool News. They do a thing on Tuesday about the new DVD releases. And I was surfing through it, and I saw the Vikings with Lee Major and the Barbarians with these two brothers, Peter and David Pohl.
Those guys have been in a bunch of movies together. Yeah.
And then I ordered it. And, the Vikings is a terrible black and white film. And Lee Majors didn't want to film in Newfoundland. He wanted to shoot in Miami. So they filmed Miami as Newfoundland with all the palmetto bushes and palm trees, which makes no sense. And he has a mustache.
So like tundra palms.
Yeah, exactly. But along with this double pack is the Barbarians, and it's about these like guys who some woman loses a ruby, they're kidnapped, they grow up really strong, then they have to fight each other, then they become buds, and they have to fight like these creatures, monsters, and like this really overacting bad guy. But there's like a lot of one-liners that are just terrible. They're like, what should we do now? Run. And but I mean, it's cheeky, it's fun, like it's terrible. It's really confusing. It was made by Canon Films, but I think for me it's the Barbarians, just because it came with Lee Majors with the mustache playing a Viking in Florida.
They totally came to mind. I didn't pick them just because I have other favorites, but yeah, they came to my mind really quickly.
When they arm wrestle in it,
those are some really inflated dudes.
And then the trailer says the bad boys of powerlifting or something like that, or like the bad boys of bodybuilding.
But now, hold on. Now, so that movie, though, the Barbarians movie, that probably was like 85, 88-ish, I'm guessing. But that Lee Majors movie, is that the 60s?
Yeah, probably.
And it's in a double pack?
Yeah, I mean, it's very confusing.
That's like having Michael Jackson's Moonwalker and Troll 2 in a double pack.
Yeah, it's strange. It really is. And but yeah, it's, go get the double pack, guys.
The double pack.
Or read my review, Lee's Major Mustache.
Lord. Well, Elizabeth, who is your favorite bodybuilder in a B movie?
This is kind of hard because I don't really watch like a lot of B movies, or at least not as much as you guys. But was Lou Ferrigno ever in a? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's been in like a lot of B movies, but I don't know. It's kind of hard because you got like bodybuilder, plus he has to be in a B movie.
Wait, he was in the Scorpion King, which was like a prequel to a prequel. All right, let me get the math here. He was in he's in a prequel to a prequel to a prequel of a spin-off of a sequel. Lou Ferrigno.
Wait, so Lou Ferrigno was in like the Scorpion King Part 2 or 3?
Or like, I think maybe 4, 3,
Or
something
4?
like that, yeah.
How many of those Scorpion Kings? It doesn't mean anything to be the king if there's 4 of you.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
They're going to do prequels. They're going to Benjamin Button the Scorpion King. They're just going to go back in age.
I'm surprised that they just haven't done the Scorpion Prince and tell the Scorpion King story as a child.
Let me see what Lou Ferrigno Scorpion King.
Sure.
He is in the Scorpion King 4, Quest for Power. So he is in the prequel to a prequel to a prequel of a spin-off of a sequel of a remake, because The Mummy was a remake.
Right? Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Nice. Yeah, that's my.
And
that's my answer.
they're remaking The Mummy again with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, and he plays Skizura.
Oh, right, the memorable character of Skizura.
Skizura. Hey, Skizura.
That sounds like one of those bad vulture creatures from the Dark Crystal.
Yeah, Skizura. I wouldn't be like. I would hate to say that. Here comes Your Majesty Skizura. Like Skizura. Skizura.
So,
Better than Ezra. Good. 96.
My number one draft pick for
Bolo
this
Young.
is... How'd you know that? There's so many times when we answer questions and you know what I'm going to pick. How'd you know that? Mark, I shit you not. I actually have 3 picks, and I picked one of the 3 picks. And yes, Bolo Young was what I was going to say. So Bolo Young, thank you, has been in loads of martial arts movies. Now, some people may or may not consider Bloodsport and Double Impact to be B movies when they came out.
What?
No, when they came out.
When they came out. Oh, okay.
When they came out, they were like summer blockbusters.
Yeah.
But now they're like B movies. But so even if you said they didn't count, he was right after, the year after he did Double Impact, he did Tiger Claws, which was a Cynthia Rothrock movie with Chinese choreographers and an American director, and it was just an utter catastrophe. Like Cynthia Rothrock did Kung Fu theater; she's known as the '80s Queen of Martial Arts. But like he was in that, and by the way, Bolo Young, he isn't just some big guy who was in a lot of Bruce Lee movies. He was Mr. Hong Kong at a bodybuilding competition for 10 consecutive years.
I mean, he had the booby bounces.
And I think only once or twice he was Mr. China, but he was Mr. Hong Kong for 10 consecutive years, which is pretty impressive. And while I was searching around though, remember the 2 bodybuilder brothers who were the bad guys in Beer Fest?
Oh yeah.
Remember, like they're like running on a treadmill, holding kegs over their head.
Yeah.
With like so like
He was in Gladiator, one of those guys.
Right. That was Rolf Moeller, and Rolf Moeller was the head bad guy in the Best of the Best Part 2.
Ooh.
He was the big guy in Fender's Land Pirates and Cyborg, and he was in Pathfinder, Gladiator, The Scorpion King, Beer Fest. But he was a pretty cool one. And another one who came to mind was Corey Everson, who's the female bodybuilder who Van Damme fought also in Double Impact.
Jeez Louise.
But I came up with a lot of Van Damme links there, but I guess that's no surprise for me. I can't believe you guessed my Bolo Young. You guessed.
Well, I was close. I got a TKO and a KO tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Bolo Young, though. That was my number one pick.
That's right.
It's a good call.
Yeah, it was either that or Stacy Keach.
Yeah,
So,
it wasn't Stacy Keach.
can we say the answer to that question is Stacy Keach?
Yes.
Stacy Keach.
Stacy Keach.
Stacy.
You wouldn't mess with a man named Stacy.
I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't either. All right. Thank you for that wonderful listener question. Loving good. I think we kind of left the audience waiting in suspense to hear your next Olympic sport.
You know,
right?
I was talking about like the empty rafters for the audience, and like I feel like a lot of the running events aren't exactly locked and loaded, you know, with the audience until they get to the final runs for gold medal. So, but I was thinking about sprint events, right? And I was thinking, you know, you could get like the T1000 there, but he'd be disqualified because he'd fail a blood test because he has no blood. So he's out. He's out. Like ET can have blood and it can be weird and alien, but T1000, it's just like a metal serum. He can't. There are no platelets. There's no red.
I feel like he would just stab the person next to him, take their blood, and give it to the guy. And
That sounds like also a disqualification.
And then do like the metal spike thing at the judge's face and show him a picture of his family.
This all sounds like disqualification.
But who would disqualify T1000?
The T800.
Wait. So the T800 is a judge in the Olympics?
I don't know. Why not?
Is he like the blood sport guy, just sitting up on a big chair, nodding and not really doing anything?
Yeah, but you know, but after the T1000 does this shenanigans that you're talking about with murdering people, the T800 would stand up and turn around silently and show him his back.
Interesting. What if he had to lose 25% of his body metal?
It wouldn't matter. He'd still just be metal.
Yeah.
He's all metal. So then I thought of Quicksilver, right? But I feel like he'd be disqualified for defying physics.
Yeah. No, where he was at.
So then I thought of Jason Bourne. Remember the old interviews right after Matt Damon was doing the Bourne movies, and he would talk about all the sprinting and how rarely actors have to sprint for long periods of time. And in that movie, in the Bourne movies, he does a lot of straight up bolting down streets.
Yeah.
And I feel like Jason Bourne, he's not that guy who has to stop and wonder, am I running? Oh, I'm going to run. Oh, I guess I'm going to try and run faster. I need to really speed it up. No, he just goes. He just goes full on panic button. I think Jason Bourne would be your short distance sprint winner.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Especially if he's being chased by a bunch of assassins.
Yeah, do you think if he's not being chased by assassins, he could win? Do you think he needs it? He needs that?
You know how with Greyhound racing, they have that fake rabbit on the rail? Well, I think instead of the fake rabbit ahead of the dogs for them to chase, they put a fake assassin on the rail behind Jason Bourne.
Like a real blade?
No, just like a dummy, just like a crash test dummy with a fake gun in its hand.
Just like a Timothy Oliphant hitman dummy.
Yeah, you can just shake it around like a Muppet. It's fine.
Okay, this is how I see the podium scene, shaken down. He goes up there to accept the gold medal, right? And then as soon as the gold medal is placed on him, the silver and bronze guys, they reveal themselves to be CIA assassins, and they start attacking him. They start choking him with his medal, and then all of a sudden he grabs the pen from the presenter's pocket. And he starts he stabs one of the dudes in the eye. Then he just gouges the eye of the bronze medal winner. Right? It was just a really intense just Jason Bourne style fight. Right
the
up on the
editing
podium.
just goes crazy.
Yeah, it goes all shaky cam for no reason at all.
Like if the camera goes black and 5 seconds later, just everyone's down.
And then like Julia Stiles shows up in a moped, like get on. And then they ride away with the gold medal like still on his neck into the sunset.
I like it. I like Matt Damon sprinting.
I like Julia Stiles just showing up out of nowhere.
Yeah, hey, get on.
Get on.
We gotta go. Go. Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
Jason Bourne. Is it like is he born? What is he fast? And he's modified too, right?
Well, what? No. It was Jeremy Renner.
Oh.
Jeremy Renner was modified. Jason Bourne was just psychologically programmed.
Let me tell you something. Justin Lin was set to direct a Bourne Legacy sequel, the guy who did Fast and the Furious with Jeremy Renner. But then Matt Damon and Paul Greengrass were like, yeah, we want to make one. So then they canceled the sequel, and then they made this movie with the worst one-punch knockout ever.
That's fine. I'm okay with it. Like that new Bourne movie was cool, but it didn't feel as good as any of the other three to me. But I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I liked the Jeremy Renner Bourne movie a lot. I own it. I bought it. I thought it was good. But I didn't think that it measured up to either of the first three.
I love the little things it had. Like there's a scene where Edward Norton's running in the rain at 4 a.m. And it's like it tells you everything you need to know about the character. And then Oscar Isaac's in it, and they just have a great lunch together.
Yeah, maybe I'm not being fair to the Jeremy Renner Bourne Legacy, but because they explain that there's a virus that he's dosed with that kind of makes him preternaturally superior, like he thinks faster and everything, like maybe that's why I didn't give him a fair shot. Whereas Jason Bourne, he's programmed to be a soldier, but it didn't necessarily make him better at it.
There we go. And I think he could beat out Kurt Russell's soldier because Kurt Russell just doesn't seem fast.
You think Jeremy Renner could?
No, I think Damon could.
Maybe Damon, but Renner's too small in my opinion.
Interesting.
Well, Kurt Russell though is tough. Like that one punch knockout in the preview for the fifth Jason Bourne movie, that would not even phase Kurt Russell with that jaw. He's got a jaw like a Clydesdale.
Well, that little guy throws his fist back and then just leaves his chin open for Matt Damon. Oh well. All right, next event.
How tall is Matt Damon? Is he little? Is he like 5'9"? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, 5'10" maybe. All right, so my next one is it's archery, and I was going to say Mr. Fantastic because I think your feet have to be placed somewhere. Like I don't think there would ever be so he would stand at the mark, but then his arms would stretch out, and then he would just hit the bullseye every time with his arms, right?
Yeah.
But I'm changing it to Storm from X-Men in archery. Because I feel like whenever people go to shoot, she would do a little wind. And their little arrows would fly off and hit somebody like Happy Gilmore.
So she'd cheat. She's like on Team Apocalypse then, and she's cheating.
Yeah, she's cheating, straight up.
But like Apocalypse is her trainer if she's doing that.
Yeah, and he's behind her. He's like,
okay. I just want to make sure.
Like her outfit, he made her outfit really fancy.
Well, it's not in the rules
he gave her a mohawk.
It's not in the rules that you can't manipulate the weather.
Yeah, exactly. So technically, it's a loophole. Like Mr. Fantastic would be cheating, but these people would go. No, she's gusting wind. We don't have a rule against gusting wind. And she's not bothering the other archers either. She's standing way off. They can't even see her. She's not even a problem. But whenever they shoot,
yeah,
arrow goes flying.
It's really erratic weather.
Lightning bolt hits them.
Yeah.
Torrential downpour just drops right on them like those sad clouds that hang over one person.
Aww.
They're
like the old comic strip clouds.
Yeah, exactly.
Over Garfield on a Monday.
So if she doesn't even have to be good at archery. She can miss the majority, not even get close to the bullseye, but she's the only one that hits the target. Mm. So she wins because she legally doesn't do anything wrong.
Right.
Loophole.
It's kind of like how E.T. can legally just kind of float to the finish line.
Yeah, because no one ever thought to make a rule against that.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, the 2020 Olympics will be a little bit more stringent when it comes to
the rule book's going to triple.
Yeah.
His like Olympic sports lawyer would be like, wait, did E.T. levitate himself, or did gravity happen to lessen when he was racing?
Yeah, they're done because either people are always going to be finding loopholes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. All right, so what do you got, Laz?
All right. So, the sport I'm going with is handball. I don't know anything about handball. I think I played it in grade school, but I don't really remember. I think it's sort of like dodgeball, so I'm going with the average Joes from dodgeball to represent the U.S. in handball. I just want to see like a training montage of the average Joes training for like training for the Olympics. You know. Yeah.
You got the pirate. You have Justin Long. I had John Malkovich and Dennis Hopper from Knockaround Guys for handball.
Maybe Ben Stiller comes back as their arch nemesis. Maybe he's
gosh.
Maybe he's on Team Grease or something.
What?
I don't know.
How many people can play? Like, how many people are on a court during handball?
I have no idea.
Is it two?
I want
I
to think
thought it was just 1-on-1. Yeah.
Is there doubles racquetball? That sounds dangerous.
I want to think it's very similar to dodgeball. So,
I mean,
yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah, kind of. I don't
There's
know.
no rule against it becoming dodgeball.
Yeah, I went to a handball game and a game dodgeball broke out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how are they going to call that?
I don't know.
Who wins? But
Yeah,
Vince Vaughn's real lanky, right? He probably
Yeah.
has big hands.
Oh yeah.
And Ben Stiller's just all hair, but he's wiry. I think Ben Stiller would win because he has more cardio.
Well, he'd also bribe the Olympic officials.
Oh, yeah, he would totally. Free tanning,
Yeah.
free spray tans.
Yeah.
But he's in decent shape too, Ben Stiller. He might just win outright on his own.
Yeah, I think Vince Vaughn would crap out. I think he'd cramp.
Wasn't there a movie where like Edward Norton was playing handball? Was he playing handball with like a chubby corner store guy in Keeping the Faith?
Yeah, he played that. Like, and then there's a movie with Michelle Pfeiffer and Pacino. Pacino's played handball in a couple films.
Frankie and Johnny.
Yeah, Frankie and Johnny.
Yeah, when they're working at the diner.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Scarface, but yeah, that too.
Say hello to my little friend. Not the gun. No, my handball.
You never beat Scarface at handball.
No.
Period.
You just gotta let him win, man. Just gotta let him win.
There's a big bowl of cocaine in the back corner.
Yeah.
That's how he gets that energy. He sucks at cardio, but he's just got the cocaine going.
Just every 5 minutes.
He's just always
The
wired.
cocaine more than makes up for everything else.
All right. Speaking of cocaine, so a while ago, Lazavath mentioned that at one of his improv classes, he had to do John McEnroe giving birth to a baby for like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And so we're talking about the Olympics. Tennis was in the Olympics. I'm thinking Shia LaBeouf, and there were rumors of him playing John McEnroe in a movie. So I'm thinking Shia LaBeouf, straight up Wimbledoning the Olympics. I mean, who's his competition? Kirsten Dunst and Paul Bettany? He'll beat him.
Yeah,
with
Richie
pure
Tenenbaum
rage.
would melt down on the court.
Yep, but the wrong kind. It'd be aimed at like the ball instead of the official or the opponent.
Yeah, man, I could not stand that Wimbledon movie. The tennis, they took 0 steps to learn accurate tennis.
It was a CGI ball.
Yeah, it was terrible. I was watching it like furious.
It's a semi-cute movie. I watched it recently, and but like if you're watching it thinking I love tennis, I want to like any given Sunday I love football. I want to see the football scenes. That's satisfying. If you love tennis and you want to see tennis scenes, watch the Royal Tenenbaums instead of Wimbledon.
That's just
he had
good advice in general. Just watch the Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah, he had 64 unforced errors, which means every point in that game was an unforced error. And he lost to Gandhi. Oh, man. And like, I think Shia LaBeouf would actually take it seriously, too.
Oh yeah.
Like, and he would do everything like McEnroe. Like, the hair, the headband, I think the wooden racket.
Shia LaBeouf might be the only more intense person on the planet to play tennis than John McEnroe.
And according to Adam Sandler movies, John McEnroe can jump 15 feet in the air. So Shia LaBeouf would have to learn how to do that.
Wait, did someone use him for the long jump or the high jump?
No.
Did someone recruit him?
Oh, crap. John
We actually
McEnroe
mentioned that in multiple podcasts, too, his jumping ability.
Yeah, John McEnroe. So Shia would have to jump. He would throw fits on the court. Like, I think, and he seems wiry enough.
You know who I think would be good competition is the Witches of Eastwick. Back in that 1987 movie, when they play tennis, they basically pull an ET, and they are controlling the ball.
Oh.
When they're playing with Jack Nicholson.
Oh, yeah.
They were doing magic balls. They made it so the ball moved in slow motion. They made it so that it would hover in the air for really long periods of time, and they could hit it with their butt.
Man, that would be so annoying. I would never play doubles with them. Like, if I was at a club, the Eastwick Club, and I saw that they, like, needed some partners, I would just go home. I would go to the lounge and get a martini.
I kind of want to move to a place like a town called Eastwick now.
Just to play tennis and drink martinis?
Actually, like, I feel like it would be pretty cool. I mean, I'm in my mid-30s. So I'm the right age for that movie. Like, I can hit on the single, like, you know, divorcees over there at the country club. Like Jack, what was his name? Daryl Van Horn, the devil did. I'm not trying to equate myself to the devil. I'm equating myself to Jack Nicholson. Let's be clear.
Dude, you just want to suburb it up. So speaking of Jack Nicholson, that leads me into my next topic.
Uh-oh. Is it have to do with an axe?
Wait,
like
what?
a lumberjack games? I was thinking of the
Ooh, no, actually it doesn't have anything. It was a terrible thing. I say Jeff Bridges from Stick It, and he does the trampoline events.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
nice.
was that was actually a kind of cute, fun.
Yeah, it's a
movie.
cute little film, but there's a scene in it when Jeff Bridges is on a trampoline and he flies off of it.
Yeah, like he's doing a great job, and then he just totally like shits the bed.
I just want to watch Jeff Bridges on a trampoline for a half hour.
Yeah.
Like I want that. Like, you know how that guy Ron Swanson, I can't remember his name, but he drank Lagavulin in front of the fire.
Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman drank Lagavulin in front of the fire as like a nice little thing for your TV. I just want Jeff Bridges jumping on a trampoline.
You know what's funny is that like I actually thought of doing the trampoline, but I went with Tom Hanks from the movie Big.
Oh yeah.
Where like at the end of the day he brings a girl home, like, hey, you wanna jump on a trampoline with me? And like he just like gradually just like convinced her, like, this is like a fun thing that adults do at night. So
See,
maybe
when you
like
bring up trampoline.
maybe they're both together, Bridges and Hanks. They're just like happily jumping on a trampoline.
I would. It's like two nice guys jumping up and down. One of them gets.
Speaking of nice guys, Ferris Bueller can compete. Remember when he's running home at the end and he does the one trampoline jump?
Oh,
You know what I'm thinking? When I was 10, I thought Ferris Bueller was cool. When I was 18, I thought he was awesome. Now that I'm 34, I think he's kind of a dick. Like those youth.
Yeah. I think,
Right?
Yeah.
No?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he was potentially getting his good friends in a lot of trouble. Like,
Potentially.
well, I mean, if he was doing it on his own, and he knows he's just incurring his own risk, no one's convincing him to do it, then I'd like him a lot, even today. But you make a good point, because normally when I watch it, I'm kind of reliving it in my head as a younger person. But you're right, like he's recruiting a lot of delinquency and the car theft.
Yeah, and he like speeds that stuff, and like, he wants that car, so he makes his sick friend feel bad, even though he has like a terrible father. And then his excuse is like, you need to get better with it. So like at the end of the day, he leaves him with a totally busted car. Like that kid's gonna go to like military school. And then he's also with that girl, and she's like, ooh, Ferris, I'm Ferris Bueller's girlfriend. But at the end, when he's running back home, he talks to those women who are sunning themselves. So like he's like a womanizing.
Well, and also he's a senior and she's a junior.
Yeah.
So that little fast talking felon is going to go off to college and obviously somewhere else, and she's going to still just be in high school thinking, oh, my loyal boyfriend, we'll be together in a year. It's like he's going to have 3 kids in a year.
Yeah, exactly. And he's he lies to people. Like he's just not
Constantly.
Yeah.
He constantly lies to people.
Yeah, he's not a good dude.
God, I guess so. Mark, I really never, ever considered any of this.
Yeah, see, I watched it recently. Actually, we were a day at sea on our honeymoon on our cruise we went to around the Mediterranean, and they played Ferris Bueller for some reason on the deck, so we watched it. I just had
out on the deck they played it.
Yeah, it was weird. But I had some
like
pina
on a big screen.
Yeah,
like
in the Mediterranean, I was drinking pina coladas, watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Mark, I want you to email me all of the details because I want to duplicate this exact cruise. It sounds awesome. That alone makes it awesome.
Yeah, we did Mamma Mia as well, which is pretty literal. But yeah, so that, Laz, what's your pick?
All right. So for this next sport, I don't really know too much about. I'm just gonna go off like personal assumptions, but it's freestyle wrestling.
Wait,
right?
Freestyle wrestling?
Yeah.
Freestyle wrestling.
Yeah, it's an
Isn't that
Olympic
just-
sport.
Yeah.
As opposed to wrestling?
Yeah.
There's freestyle. Like when I wrestled, there was wrestling, and then people would go like at night and do freestyle wrestling.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
It is.
If I mean, are there fewer rules?
Yeah, there's different rules.
Yeah.
So there's like it's just a different style of rules for freestyle.
Yeah. But anyway, like I didn't do any research on it. I'm just gonna assume like freestyle is like whatever, anything goes. So I feel like in that situation, like who would do
You
best?
just turned it into blood sport in your head, didn't you?
Yeah, kind of. Like in that situation, like who would do best in the anything goes scenario? In this case, I'm going with Roddy Piper from They Live. I feel like in a one-on-one situation, I feel like you know, Rowdy would like put up a good fight against anybody.
Well, considering that
Yeah.
he took 3 laying down knees in the nuts in a row,
I'd say that's
and then got
freestyle.
up and still won the fight.
Yeah.
Like so, freestyle brings together traditional wrestling, judo, and sambo.
Yeah.
So
Oh, interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
and so like I think he'd be throwing people. I think Roddy Piper would have and his cardio. The fact that all right, I was telling John the other day, my first boxing match in a ring, I swung my fist for 90 seconds and I ended up puking. He had a fight that took forever with everything, and he kept going.
That might have been an 8-minute fight.
Yeah, exactly. And they walked away like they probably had Dairy Queen afterwards and were fine.
If you added up the length of all the fights in Van Damme's Kumite, you might get 8 minutes.
Yeah, so his cardio is good. So any wrestling match he's in, he's going to be in it to win it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I could just imagine like, you know, Piper going up to the podium, getting the gold medal, and then all of a sudden the presenter like slips the glasses on him. He was like, "What? What is going on?"
No, my moment.
He sees like the aliens and then like the obey signs everywhere. Then he just starts freaking out.
Pulls out a gum.
Yeah.
Oh wait, a gun and gum.
Yeah, it
Chooses
gets
bubble gum.
it gets pretty dark and violent afterwards. I'm like, Bob Costas is like, "Oh, we'll cut the commercial right now."
Do you think he chews bubble gum while freestyle wrestling?
Oh yeah,
I wish so I know freestyle wrestling has its rules and there's traditions to it, but I just would love like they just put you in like an IKEA
oh,
and they're
yeah.
like, all right, freestyle wrestle. And
go.
there's like they don't tell you anything.
Just go for like the Swedish meatballs and just like try to jam it down the other dude's throat. Like, oh,
Yeah, it's just all freestyle.
like you'll enjoy this, but you're also gonna choke on these. So
Yeah, like no rules. It's just, anyways, I'm just freestyle.
yeah,
Like no one, like it's like very like the liberal arts of wrestling. Just kind of, what do you like?
oh yeah. How do you feel about getting kicked in the nuts?
Does anything goes? I love They Live. If you haven't seen They Live, guys and gals and women and men,
It's a classic from from John Carpenter in his prime.
oh man,
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. So yeah, loving good.
So I was thinking about the old school crew, like the guys from old school doing the Olympics. Like they're the Olympic team for America. Because that movie had so much. It had Vince Vaughn doing the cigarette smoking rings, even though all he did, somehow he won, right? But all he did was suspend himself.
Yeah, am I holding?
That was it. Like with the cigarette in his mouth while he's puffing it, and like, but the fat guy, I can't think of his name.
Will Ferrell.
Rolly. The really heavy dude. So he does it's not the pommel horse, but where you jump off the thing that looks like a pommel horse. When you jump off that and you do the one big flip trick, and that fat guy did like the 89 flips. I mean, and Will Ferrell doing the floor exercise, or what is it? The artistic floor exercise.
They would definitely win the medals for America.
Like, part of me wants to say, yeah, Tony Jaa, Scott Adkins and their tricks, but no, man. I mean, they don't have team unity like the old school guys, and they could be coached by George Costanza, because Jason Alexander can do back handsprings across a stage.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a serious mix. I got the coach.
You know what's funny? Luke Wilson was supposed to do the rhythmic dancing, but he was like in a dark place that day, so Will Ferrell just did it on the fly. And it was in the commentary, and in the background you see Luke Wilson looking really depressed.
Like he wasn't even acting; they just cast the camera over.
Yeah, he doesn't look into it at all. And so
I have not heard the audio commentary on that. I'll have to do that.
Yeah, so he was really.
He was just having a bad day, and Will Ferrell just stepped up with that lunacy.
Like, don't put that on the Blu-ray cover, but I'm 98% sure that that's what happened.
That's whatever. I'm happy with that. So I don't need to verify that.
Dude, I would love that. Like, they would be great, and like they would be talking smack to all like the little gymnasts because they're so much bigger than all the other ones.
Dude, are you kidding me? Yeah, like you put a gymnast on another gymnast's shoulders, and you have Will Ferrell or like any other member of that.
That's a lot of weight from Vince Vaughn to be doing those bars.
Yeah, and he's got that long arm span. That's a lot of time under tension for those muscles. It's tough.
So
didn't he box when he was young or something?
Who, Vince Vaughn?
Yeah, didn't he box or something?
I think he just, I don't know. He's from Chicago, so
just from walking home after school, he boxed.
All right, so sorry if I'm taking your guys's, but I'm just going to do a couple that I can't fit in here. But I had Maverick and Iceman playing beach volleyball.
Oh, the automatic win.
Yeah, and then I had let's see. Oh, I had Creed, and then he fights Ivan Drago's son for the gold medal.
I've got the Minority Report psychics doing synchronized swimming.
Oh, nice. And then I had so my final one. I know we've talked about him a lot, but I'm just going to do it again. The modern pentathlon. It's fencing, swimming.
I picked that was one of my picks I didn't use.
Oh wow!
I'm sorry.
Show jumping, and then there's running and shooting. So there's like a bunch of different things, and I think Snake Plissken could do it because he already accomplished the science fiction pentathlon, where he surfed, he rode a motorcycle, he was on a hang glider, and he played basketball. So he did the science fiction pentathlon.
I totally thought you were going with the movie Pentathlon, which starred Dolph Lundgren.
Whoa, no.
There's a 1994 movie called Pentathlon where Dolph Lundgren plays a Russian who gets accepted refuge in America, eventually gets approved to compete on the American team, and he's in the pentathlon. The movie's called Pentathlon. And so like it's almost like his life after Rocky IV or something. But that's where I thought you were going when you started talking about the pentathlon.
I'm furious that I haven't watched this movie.
You are Mr. Dolph Lundgren. I just figured you had to be going for that.
I'm pulling the Austin Powers robot right now.
It's not a great movie or anything. And it's, by the way, it's R-rated. Like his old coach comes back and harasses him. Like it's a little mean-spirited when it's not him conquering.
Interesting. Well, I just want to see Snake Plissken fencing and swimming and riding around on a horse.
So now I'm imagining Snake Plissken is like talking smack between events with Dolph Lundgren.
he did the science fiction pentathlon by surfing, riding a motorcycle, gliding, and playing basketball in Escape from L.A.
Hang gliding. I would not have known that was in the sci-fi pentathlon. That's an interesting one.
And basketball too.
Oh yeah.
And super surfing.
Yes. Oh gosh.
Oh.
And high-fiving Fonda.
That was so weird.
Jeez Louise. All right, Laz, what do you got?
All right. This is my last one. I'm going with table tennis, and this is probably going to be like an obvious one. Right. I'm going with Forrest Gump for table tennis.
Oh my gosh.
He's got it.
Yeah. There was I think at one point he was the on the U.S. national team, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he won everything.
I think he had like the big match against Hong Kong, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he had like a paddle with his face on it. Like you can't get bigger than that, right?
His only competitive opponent would be Bruce Lee with nunchucks. That's it.
Oh yeah. But I feel like even Bruce Lee would just get tired. Like Forrest is just like a workhorse. Like he'll just keep going and going and going.
He's like the T1000 of table tennis.
Yeah, like he's not fancy. He doesn't have fancy moves, but he'll just always hit the ball back. It doesn't matter how fast or how quick the ball is. Like he's just always going to return it. I'm like
he's relentless like a wall.
The only person that I think could take him is Ernest, because as you learn in the Ernest films, Ernest never knew when to quit.
Oh yeah. If they got together in the table tennis match, like it would still be going on today.
Oh my gosh! And he would be wearing his vest and his hat. Wait, it'd be but you know what's great? It'd be two Americans in the final, so either way, there's a gold.
Go USA. USA.
Wait, who would they be chanting for? USA, USA. Like it'd be like the whole chant.
Vern would be in the stands.
He'd be rooting for Forrest Gump.
Yeah, he would.
Actually, Ernest beat Vern out in the quarterfinals.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
All right, Lauren, what do you got, Lev?
I feel like during the Olympics, you'd have a few interesting commercials. It's not exactly Super Bowl territory, but remember when Hafthor Bjornsson, the mountain from Game of Thrones, did his heavy water commercial? And it was the huge carbonated water and the giant dumbbell plastic things. These heavy water ads on YouTube were hilarious. And like, so now I'm thinking that Hafthor Bjornsson is an Olympian, right? Because that's why he did the commercial. He's promoting the Olympics. I feel like he could come in and do shot put. He could come in and do the weightlifting. He could come in and do the sword fighting. Like, you just do it all. Don't you tell me there's no sword fighting. You got to tell Hafthor.
Yeah.
If you want to be like there's no sword fighting in the Olympics, I'll be like, well, Hafthor is right there, and he's already wearing the mountain armor and has his 8-foot sword. You go tell him.
I like to see him play badminton.
Yeah.
Oh, but it would take him 18 minutes just to swing that arm. He wouldn't get anywhere. He'd lose so easily.
He'd have the longest defeat or the quickest defeat in badminton history.
I would feel bad for the
shuttlecock. Serve and
shuttlecock.
ace him 3 times before he responded.
Do you think Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China would be good at badminton?
No, but he'd probably win somehow.
Yeah, because of his reflex, he would fail his way up.
Yeah.
Dude, it's in Rio. He'd be worried about the Zika mosquitoes. He'd be swinging at the mosquitoes and hitting aces.
That's right. And everyone would be blowing hamstrings out. He won all 4 of his things by blowing hammies.
I want to see the mountain on the gymnastics team. Like, how well would he do in
that would not work out
He
well.
would just rip everything down.
on the high beam? Just doing like
he jumps up to
handstands.
catch onto the uneven bars and it just bends the bar down to the ground.
Or like see him
what's
like on the rings. It's like, ooh.
Oh my God! Speaking of the uneven bars, the girl from Final Destination 5.
Oh yeah, she'd be great. If Death wasn't about, imagine if like 30 million or people are watching it, right? Like she's about to win the gold, and then that happens.
Ooh.
Is there a tape delay?
It's probably only 2 seconds, and I'll bet that they're all just staring in shock. And it's that couple seconds that's normally so easy to cover up, like an F-bomb or like a weird glitch. Like I think that they'd be too stunned, and that twitchy, triple broken body would be there for America to see in their living room.
So if JR from the WWE was there, he'd be like, "Oh my gosh, she's broken in half."
By God, King.
She's literally like it's not hyperbole.
I wonder if Jack Skellington would be a good at high jumper.
Oh, he'd be great.
Is that Jack Skellington's music? By God, King.
He's broken in half.
They killed him. They killed him.
They killed him. What about the merman in the swimming events?
Oh man, but he
that
never.
was a pretty bulky merman. I imagine that thing is almost going to be like a bull shark. It's not getting anywhere fast.
He would never get called though. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, no one would ever call him. They would forget his name.
All right, guys. We're actually at the end of the episode. I think that was a good Olympics, right?
If this was the Olympics, I'd like take off from work just to sit on my couch and watch these Olympics.
It would be terrifying to watch, but it would be entertaining.
Brosnan.
Oh,
so
man.
after like that poor gymnast on the uneven bars turns into a shambling mess of broken limbs, does the merman like crawl over to eat her?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, God.
But like, wait, if the mountain goes on the uneven bars, he would just kick the little one out,
Oh man.
wouldn't he?
He'd punt her.
He would, oh gosh, no, I'm talking about the mountain on that. Sorry, John. Sorry, guys, we got to go.
Yeah. All right. Before we leave, are there any plugs you want to make?
Yeah, guys. Listen to the Lamb podcast. Listen to. I might be taking John's plug, so I won't do that. Head over to iTunes. Make sure to subscribe, rate, and review. We'd love to know what you think. Please do that. Please share the pod. Listen to Shark Dropper. Listen to John's wonderful new podcast about fishing in drainage holes.
Nice.
Is that really a thing?
Yeah,
Is that
John.
really-
John, when it rains, John goes and finds like a little drainage ditch, and he fishes, and he streams it, and then he podcasts about it.
I feel like he'd just get garter snakes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's found hubcaps.
That was definitely an episode.
Yeah, the hubcap episode is pretty good.
Yeah.
One time he found a 3-foot alligator.
They're all 4-hour long episodes, so
Yeah. A lot of silence, a lot of quiet fishing moments. Occasionally you hear a kerplunk.
just the subtle movement of water going through the
opening of a
drainage
Coke
ditch.
can. Going down a drainage ditch?
Yeah.
Yeah, he fishes in the drainage ditch until all the water's gone.
Living good. You got any plugs?
I don't want to listen. Yeah, just in the last week, we got a little love from some fellow podcasters, horror podcasters. The people from Blood, Guts, and Blu-ray. I was going to say Goo-Ray. Blood, Guts, and Blu-ray.
Oh, you would love a Blu-ray.
They're about to release their 4th episode, and their 3rd episode, they're doing summer movies like Piranha and Friday the 13th and Sleepaway Camp, and it's on iTunes now. But they give a little thanks. I've been promoting them pretty hard on social media, and they actually opened by saying, John's Horror Corner, thanks for your support. We hope we don't let you down with this episode. And I'm just sitting back wondering, who the hell am I? But it was very sweet of them.
Every episode.
And the people from Crash Palace, they had Bill Meeker, the Frisco Kid, another general movie and a lot of genre film movie reviewer, as their guest host on their Extreme Horror Family episode, where they were talking about Serbian film and Hills Have Eyes and things like that. And Bill Meeker has been very supportive of us on Facebook. He's been sharing around, and so has Crash Palace. They were sharing around our green room. They were sharing around other recent reviews of ours. So thanks a lot to them. And Bill Meeker outed me as a totally nerdy entomologist on his on their podcast. So thanks again to Crash Palace, Bill Meeker, the Frisco Kid, and Blood, Guts, and Blu-ray. And I will keep listening if you keep podcasting.
Cool, guys. Yeah. SharkDropper.com. You want to check out the other shows I'm on? It's all good. I'm always good. Right?
How many shows are you on, John? 9?
Yeah. Next week it'll be
You're
18.
You're like the Ryan Seacrest of podcasting. Like, you're on 18 shows.
Yeah.
Well, 19 now with the Drainage Ditch pod.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's a brand new one. But yeah, for my co-host Mark Hoffmeyer,
Pierce Brosnan.
John Levigood.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Nice one.
I just pictured Pierce Brosnan with the crazy white hair and a crystal face and a centaur. Like, it just totally. It was like the Terminator, the T-800. It just says processing at the bottom of my screen.
Right.
Yeah, that's just Thursday night.
I've been your host, John Losbeth. Thank you so much for listening, and We'll see you guys next time.
Brosnan.
We're above the target. T-minus 5 seconds till shark drop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the shark! Go! Go! Go!
This podcast is a Shark Dropper Studios production.